Trigger warning, 18 plus. This story contains violence, emotional abuse, unalive attempt, and sensitive content. Listener discretion is advised. This is the story of my life, a story filled with pain, survival, and strength. It's not easy to share, but it's real, and it's mine. Everything you'll hear is true, based on my experience. I can't change what happened, but I can share it, in hopes that someone else might find the courage to speak their truth too. Names have been changed for anonymity. The Farm, Part 1. I was born into a storm. A mother strung out on anything that numbed her, and a father, a specter who vanished the moment I took my first breath. The only real love I knew came from my grandmother. She raised me, protected me from the chaos, until she died when I was 8 years old. My grandmother was my sanctuary, the one who raised me with a love that was both fierce and tender. But when she passed away, I was left adrift in a world that seemed indifferent to my pain. At her funeral, I met Pandora, a family member by marriage. She spoke of her horse farm with a passion that ignited something within me. Horses had always been my escape, my solace in a world that made little sense. I begged my mother to let me go live with this stranger. Perhaps she saw an opportunity to shed the burden of responsibility, or maybe she genuinely believed it was for the best. Either way, I was sent packing to a life that, for a time, felt like a dream come true. The first few years were a whirlwind of horse shows and victories, and since I was homeschooled, my life revolved around horses. I was a trophy, a testament to Pandora's supposed benevolence. I did everything in my power to make her proud, to prove that I deserved this life. But even then, I couldn't ignore the occasional glimpses of the monster lurking beneath her surface. I chose to dismiss them, to focus on the joy and excitement that filled my days. But as time went on, those glimpses became more frequent. I was beginning to see the truth, to understand that the perfection I had found was just an illusion. Little did I know, this was just the beginning of a journey that would shatter my innocence and test the very limits of my resilience. Stay tuned for the next part, where I confront the darkness that lurked in the shadows of the life I experienced.